Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Cities Skylines, and we are a megalopolis. Yes, with a population of 65,000. Doesn't feel that big to me. What else have we unlocked? We've unlocked some stuff. Yep, plazas. Splendid. Monuments. We've probably got some of those maybe that we're working on as well. Brilliant. Okay, that's no great interest. Oh, yeah. Fireworks. Splendid. And look at this mess that's going on here. As always, the wall of garbage trucks has got stuck in and is doing their thing. Their thing in question being snarling up all the traffic. In fact, look at you guys. Look, you are creating this problem, friends. So you know what you get? You get traffic lights there. We're going to have some traffic lights. Let some of the traffic actually off the roundabout. And then maybe this will work. The problem comes because nothing's flowing. And it's all your fault, you jackasses. Yeah, okay, so, as ever, you know, traffic, good theme. What I'm going to do before anything else is I want to run just a small, casual road that no one will misuse, certainly not the garbage trucks, from here out to our new district here. No one is going to try and use this as a cunning bypass to avoid the traffic hell at that roundabout. Not a single solitary person. Nobody would dare do that, because that would be low, and it would be unbecoming of people who am I trying to kid? Everyone's going to try and cut across this, and it's going to create absolute bedlam. But you know, I can live in hope, and so that's what I'm going to do. Why is the slope too steep? Well, let's not do a slope. Let's go a little bit further, then do a slope, right, and then do a clever, you know, cut across the. Let's make that a little bit more curvy, so it doesn't look like it was just put in place by some right angle obsessive. Let's go around there and then cut through there and bulldoze this shop or two. Excellent. Right, okay, so that's either going to work. Yeah, it's a horribly ugly piece of road, or it's not. My hope is that it's actually garbage trucks that use this rather than anything else. That just a couple of them come over to this area. There we go. There's someone going like, hey, I found a shortcut. Yeah, you haven't though, because you're just going to get stuck in wall of garbage up there. How are these traffic lights paying off? Are they, in fact, paying off at all? Sort of. I would say that this was working, except it very clearly isn't. Don't worry, I'm not going to focus on traffic for too long today. Well, no more than any other day. I have a specific plan, and I've actually remembered what the thing is that I said I was going to do. So, you know, how do you like that? Right, okay, so where we're going, you know, just, you know, we'll totally just go oblivious to the traffic woes that are going on there, is I'm going to try and do all of this. Probably up to this, this highway to nowhere. Maybe even further. That's going to be exciting. I haven't thought this through even remotely, but, you know, you've seen me do this often enough. You probably figured that was the case already. So, yeah, whatever I do is just going to make traffic worse. So, what the hell? I might as well make as much money as possible while expanding the population. If I can, you know, if I can make a gridlocked hell, maybe that was my intention all along. My playthrough, this is going to be a gridlocked hellhole. I hope this meets with your approval. Right, let's just create a little bit of merge on road here. For no real reason at present. However, it will have reason as time goes on. So you're gonna, yeah, you are right. And then can you go the other way as well? Having built a couple of these in the past, I know full well that this is a surefire way to create gridlock. No, I'm honestly not deliberately trying to create crap traffic. I'm just, you know, not great at this, and I'll figure it out. I managed to get pretty good at Sim City 4's traffic, And it took, you know, a fair amount of trial and error and a fair amount of learning. And while there are some bright sparks out there, I'm sure, who already have harmonious cities that are full of birds of peace and joy and children frolicking in the park and nothing bad ever happens, that's not how I play. So there you go. Actually, what I might do is let's make this somewhat more harmonious. If we take a slip road off here, but then don't do the reciprocal one, then that limits the amount of traffic problems it can have. Right. And then we'll try and do something similar the other way as well. So this is just an off-ramp, effectively, or an off-ramp segment. And I'm doing this first because in a moment I'm going to do the more complex stuff. Right. Why did I make this bridge one way? Because you made that one way as well. Oh, okay. All right. That's probably fine then, isn't it? It's got traffic lights by default anyway, so I'm going to... wasn't I previously talking about no more 6-lane carriageways because there's no point? I was, but I've changed my mind. Okay, and then we want the reciprocals here, so we want this to be going from here up there. Now this means that some people are going to use the surface streets instead of pursuing the highway from the get-go, and maybe that's not a brave and wondrous plan on my part, but we'll see how it goes. And tempting though it may be to be spamming hexagons everywhere, which are called hexagons, but they are in fact octagons, just so you know. My apologies for digressing. I noticed someone had a flashing electricity arrow or two. Consuming 799, producing 750. Have we got room for another solar plant here? I doubt it somehow. Because life has just been sweeter since transitioning to solar. They use up less space, and I don't have to plant them in the water. Are you going? No, you're not going to give me any joy at all from there, are you? All right. In that case, let's build a clover leaf. Let's. Well, where do I want to bang it? That's the question. What about out this side of this industrial area? I probably ought to get a shake on here, hadn't I? All right, yeah. Let's push it up here, and then see what we can build in the shadow of the freeway. Right. First things first. Let's get the power up. My people demands it. Come on, anywhere at all, anywhere that you're going to fit. Can we go any further? No. There we go. Right, power up. Let's put a garbage dump next to it as well. I think this is going to be my new policy, in terms of trying to avoid some of the woe and the strife and the gnashing of teeth that public services have been causing. Is build power and garbage disposals next to each other. Actually, you know what else I'm going to put here? I'm going to put a graveyard. All the things that I have trouble keeping pace with, we'll put in one area. There we go. And we'll stick the crematorium right next to the waste furnace. Because, let's face it, it's more or less the same thing. Right. Let's finish that off and get back to what I was doing. Come on, I didn't come here to muck about with graveyards. Let's get back to this zone that I haven't zoned any of so far and just built a couple of poxy roads. You know, people aren't going to give you any plaudits for just doing that. So, let's... Oh, yeah, of course, we've still got some kind of casual, I don't really give a damn road action going on there, just while that cloverleaf still exists. Okay, so these are effectively secondary roads, right? So if you think of roads in terms of primary, secondary, and tertiary, primary roads, they're your highways, right? They take a huge volume of traffic all over the show, taking, you know, massive amounts of people from point A to point B. Excuse me. They're good, and if you can keep them unblocked, you'll live a long, happy, and prosperous life. You know, that's why I live a short, miserable, and impoverished life. Off of those primary roads here, you hook up secondary roads. Now, these still need to carry a relatively high amount of traffic, but they're, you know, they're for local purposes mostly. And then off those, you take your tertiary roads. And your tertiary roads are the ones you actually hang the buildings off. Now, I'm quite taken with this back and forth system I've been using lately, where... No, a bit further over, please. Where coming off one secondary road, you'll have... oh, you can see exactly what I mean. I don't need to explain. Not least of all because, you know, I seem to be struggling to explain. But there you go. So it means that on each of these roads, you've got effectively half the number of disruption services that you could have, or disruptive junctions, let's say, that you could have. All right, that's not bad at all. So what have we got here? That's the dock, isn't it? So if anything, I think our best place for some public services. And we're going to want, because obviously we're going to want people to be, you know, all hot and heavy about moving into this area as soon as possible. Is that really a sensible place to go? It's going to get snarled up by dock traffic, and that's another thing to consider. Is you know, wherever you place is going to have an impact on the local traffic. All right, let's go here, and then opposite that, let's have a ruddy grey. No, let's not. If you put a police station right next to a fire station, they're going to get in each other's way, aren't they? You dipstick. And then we'll have a hospital as well. All incredibly expensive. All very valuable in terms of making the place desirable. I don't want it here at all. Oh, I don't want to place it opposite the police station. But I'm going to place it opposite the police station. Okay, right. Now, obviously, we're going to have some powering issues for a little while, but in no time flat, I'm going to allow people to move in here. And when they do so, it's going to be bedlam. So these roads here are possibly a little long for what I've got in mind. And the reason I said they're a little bit long is because you're going to get traffic coming out from these roads. You know, people who live there, people who work there, whatever the reason. And the longer those roads, the greater the amount of traffic there's going to be. It's incredibly obvious to say, but it bears saying anyway. And so you want to use a little bit of flaming sense when you do so. And so far, you know, I am blessedly unburdened by having any sense in building in this. Maybe I do myself a disservice. More likely I don't. Right, are you gonna... Yeah, beautiful. Okay, right, let's also... Now, what are we doing? We've got a 4,000 surplus at the moment. That's okay. I want to rock up a train station up here. Will you just happily lay on what's there already? No, you won't. Okay, right. Well, how's about I stick you up here? Right? Okay, right. And then we'll connect you up just onto... No. I want you to bend the other way if possible. No, not like that. Yeah, something. No. You're not getting it. You are not following what it is that I'm intending for you to do. Everyone who's watching at the moment can see exactly what it is I want you to do. Why are you having difficulty with this relatively straightforward concept? Maybe I'm the one that's doing it wrong. Let's try that. On what planet would that be a sensible move? There we go. Maybe if I start the progress there and then let's just use a straight line. Just build some flaming points. I mean, what are you on? Why is this so difficult? Oh, there we go. Okay, right. Well, it kind of made it work. I don't like it. I mean, looking at the way that I've built so far, anyone would think I wanted to build a completely hideous train system. There we go. Yeah. There we go. All right. So this is going to be a good system here. So I'm going to put my my new industrial area in this bit. I'm going to ignore this piece of road here until I kill this cloverleaf. Cloverleaves, ugly. That's going to be a running theme. I don't like them. I just don't get on with them. No, sir. Don't like them at all. Right. Okay. Let's bash you out there. I don't want to build this one too close to those two primary services. So let's put it. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. Let's put that as a bridging connection, and then this one again can come out this side. It's a bit chancy, but we'll go for it. What are we building here? This is going to be industrial, which possibly would have been better a little closer to the fire station. Ho hum. Right, okay, good. Right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So we've got a zone here, which will be something. Probably commercial. Okay, right. Then we'll make all of this lot industrial. That's a lot of industrial. That's kind of cool. We've got room for expansion. Coming out towards whatever I put in the middle there, and that's cool. So I'm going to want to put these two as residential. Which means I also need to plan for some schools and what have you. And you know what? It's been banging on about these statues that I've earned. I put earned in inverted commas there. I'm not entirely sure what I've done to earn statues. Maybe some kind of award from the pothole repairers of the local district. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to put another off ramp. Where are you people going anyway? Oh, you're just leaving. Okay, fine. Are you going to connect it? Yeah, nice. All right. And then we'll do the same down here. Now, if I wanted to make this look, you know, relatively symmetrical from orbit like this, I would have chosen a different angle there, but I'm not that bothered because it's going to be all snarled up and terrible to drive down anyway. That is how much faith I now have in my ability to do any kind of road system that isn't broken. Alright, let's bang a... Do you want to bang a school in there, do we think? Yeah, I think we probably do. So let's put a primary school in here. Actually, no. What about down here somewhere? That's got reasonably good reach. Alright, and then we'll put a secondary school in here, because that should reach the other side as well. That's the hope. Okay, now, I mean, the other thing that I possibly should have done already was actually started letting people move in. Let's do that to give him some better access. Because while all this stuff's just sitting here, yeah, I'm only paying a little bit of maintenance on all the roads that I'm building, but you're still paying maintenance on the roads, and you're not recouping any of that profit, and you're not seeing any of that profit. You're not recouping any of the costs you've incurred. you're also not seeing where you've potentially built bottlenecks already, so that you can remove, repair, replace, recondition. Yeah, let's leave some actual wilderness there, shall we? While you're still in progress. Okay, that's all right. And then what shall I put in the middle here? Well, let's just bang some more roads in and then make it up as you go along. That's what you've been doing so far, and, you know, you've got £2 3/4 million in the bank, so you're clearly some kind of financial city building wunderkind. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna mimic this all the way along. That's how practical it will be, I don't know. Go on, do something nicely curved there, please. Thank you. That's a bit silly, though, isn't it? If I'm honest. And that, and it does look rubbish. So there you go. All right, almost done. One more. And then, oh, let's take one off here. There we go. All right, so this is not an efficient layout, but it's not intended to be an efficient layout. If I wanted to just build grids, I would do. And at some point, you know what? When we get across the river, so when we get across the water onto this island here, I'm going to try and make it so that island has perfect traffic. So there we go. That's the new rule. This island can be as ramshackle as you like. This island, perfect traffic. Right. There you go. There's a challenge. Right. Okay, here we go. So let's zone up. No, actually, let's water up first. Once we zone up, all these guys should pick up power, hopefully, relatively quickly, because people will move in. The eager public out there waiting to go like, oh yeah, give me some of that traffic smog. I love it. They will come flooding in as soon as I put some zones in place. What have you not built? You've not built any garbage disposal again. Yeah, all right, I'll get to that. And you've not built any death care. And those are the two things that people seem to run afoul of more often than anything else. All right, well, we've got this nice big gap here. Oh, what about this nice big gap here? No, less coverage. That's good coverage. Right, put that there, and then we'll burn them next door. Brilliant. And then, while we're at it, did I build a hospital? Yes, I did. It just doesn't have any power. Splendid. Right, okay. And then, if we put this out here next to the train station, that's going to be residential or some such. So, you know, people aren't going to be mad freaking thrilled about that, are they? Let's put that one in there. And then right next to it, some smog generation. Terrific. Okay, good. Right, all that remains to do is to zone the thing. Okay, right. Square zonage, please. Here we go. No. Look, why can't you just do it at right angles to what I've already got going on? There we are. Go wild, my friends. Move in. Become prosperous. You did say you were going to do that as commercial. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to do this as flaming industrial, because that's what the people want. That's what's needed here. More industrial. You know, bash that all the way up there. I'll probably do something with public transport. I'll equally. You know what I should have done? I should have built some kind of train track for people to get around on. But hey-ho, what can you do? Well, you can do it. That's what you can do. Anyway, right. Yes, let's put offices in here. Not careful. Paintbrush. Right, this is all offices. So there we go. We got places that people can go to work. This is a good start. Okay. Right, and then we'll put dense commercial in here. Now, the reason for putting commercial in here is it's right next to the docks, and the docks do like to drop off stuff that that commercial places like to sell. So, in theory, there should be some synergy between the docks here and this this residential zone. Oh, that's the passenger docks. Well, this docks then. Honestly, and let's put in our residential. Obviously, people are going to pay a premium to live right on the coast, so let's give them that opportunity. And for now, let's just paint all of this. We'll probably have to do some compulsory purchasing, which for those in the US, I know there are several of you out there. What we're referring to when I say compulsory purchase is eminent domain. See, eminent domain sounds pretty classy and important and interesting and what have you, but compulsory purchase actually says it, you know, in a much more straightforward and down-to-earth kind of a fashion. And basically, for anybody who still doesn't know what I'm talking about, when big construction projects are authorized, frequently the company who is authorized to do that big construction project will have the ability to buy every piece of property on that land in order to complete their project. So it means that your house could be bought up and you'd have no say in the matter whatsoever, simply to complete a major construction project. So, for example, you know, a major train line that's being built, you get no say in the matter. Your house needs to be demolished in order for that train line to go through. I mean, you get paid, well, you get paid a reasonable market value, but you still end up losing your house. Okay, right, good, right. That's you know, Uncle Failure's legal 101 out of the way. Everybody should now be moving in. They should be, you know, falling over themselves to move in. Obviously, this would work better if they weren't complete imbeciles and built in the bit that's connected to the power grid. I'm going to have to do this for them, aren't I? I'm going to have to... Would you cross over the road if I, you know, build a elevated pylon? Go on, find me somewhere where it will connect. Because this is a right bunch of Charlies going on here. They're going like, no. Building right next to the power, that's a mug's game. Why are you saying you haven't got water? You should have water. Have we got a water shortage going on? Water availability, we're using 234, we're only pumping 900. Have I got room in the budget to... Nope. Maxed on water. Right. New pump. In fact, let's not hang around. Let's whack up a couple of new pumps. Didn't I put one over here? I think I was going to, but never got around to it. All right, we'll yeah, 2. Yeah, let's not get carried away. You don't need to spam pumps as though, you know, they're going out of fashion. In fact, let's actually connect that up properly, shall we? Instead of just randomly banging down a bit of pipe and going, there you go, that'll cover it. Okay, and they need some power as well. Brilliant. There we go. Happy now? There we go. Right. Water ho. Alright, smashing. That'll wrap it up for this time. Thanks very much. I've been Colonel Failure. What have we got going on? So, yeah, this zone is going to fill itself in. We've got people moved out already. The imbeciles moved into an area that has got virtually no services. Well, certainly hasn't got any power. What a bunch of idiots. Join me next time, where I will once again be yelling at the AI. Let's go see how our traffic is doing, just to round things off for the day. Where is that ugly as hell junction I built last time? That's it, isn't it? There we go, let's have a look. Wall of garbage trucks. Actually, it's moving just a little bit better. Not a lot better, but a little bit better. And who's discovered the shortcut? Everyone. Everyone has discovered the shortcut. It's not for you. It's supposed to be to make sure that garbage services can be properly connected. Anyway, thanks for watching today. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.